Brothers and sisters in Christ, good morning and happy Monday. Today, August 10th, we are celebrating the feast of St. Lawrence, deacon and martyr. We don't know a lot about the life of St. Lawrence. We know he was a deacon in Rome in the 3rd century. He spent his life taking care of the poor and the needy in the church in Rome, and he died as a martyr. He was burned alive. But his devotion started right after his death. People started to go to his tomb and venerate his body because he was very popular in the sense that people consider him a very generous person because he had done a lot for the church in Rome. And so his devotion is still important in Rome today. There's a beautiful basilica dedicated to St. Lawrence in Rome, near a place where he was burned alive. And so today's readings are focused on this aspect of charity, of giving of the self. This is what Lawrence did, and this is what we as Catholics are called to do. In the first reading, second letter to the Corinthians, Paul says that whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. To sow bountifully means to give to others, to give not just money, to give time, energy, to give ourselves to others, to live our life for God and others. This is what Lawrence did, and this is what Jesus invites us to do. And so the Gospel echoes these words of Paul, and Jesus in the Gospel says that if the grain of wheat, which is us, falls to the ground and dies, it produces much fruit. To die means to die to ourselves. To die means to give to others. Not to hold what we have, time, money, energy, selfishly for us, but to give, to spend what we have for others, to give to others. This is what Jesus did. This is what Lawrence did. This is what we are invited to do. To reach out to others, especially to the ones in need. There is a great episode in the life of St. Lawrence, one of the few things we know about him. It says a lot about what Lawrence and the church consider true treasure of the church. The prefect of Rome was conducting a trial to St. Lawrence. The prefect of Rome thought that the church was rich, and he knew that St. Lawrence was in charge of the money. What he didn't know was that St. Lawrence used to distribute the money to the poor. But the prefect thought the church had a lot of money, so during the trial, he said to Lawrence, bring all the money that your church has here. After a couple of days, when the trial resumed, Lawrence came back and he brought a great number of widows, orphans, blind and lame and poor. He presented them to the prefect, saying, these are the treasure of the church. The people, us, especially the ones in need, are the treasure of the church.